Hi everyone, welcome back to Chop's Garage, or you regular viewers called it, why have I got a Toyota RAV4 spare wheel cover behind me? Let's get into what it's like day-to-day trading again, shall we? Just before we get into it, massive thanks to everyone for the comments on the last video. I put one out about getting a 911 and I said I was unsure about whether to put it out there or not because you know what the internet can be like with haters and people thinking that I'm just becoming like every other YouTuber, but actually the comments were fantastic. Everybody was really supportive and had a load of kind words. So I just want to thank all of you that took the time to put those comments in, message me via Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. Sorry if I haven't got back to all of you. It's difficult to get back on all the comments now, but yeah, just thanks for all that support, much appreciated. So, as I said, those that you watch this regularly, you're going to know pretty much exactly what this is going to be all about. But for those of you that don't, you might want to go back and watch a video I put out previously, probably 3 videos before. I think it's titled, You Won't Believe What Toyota Said. So what happened was we sold a 2006 RAV4 with 90,000 miles on it. I bought it in. It went down to have work done at the engine seized, so I put a replacement engine in it. Then I put it up for sale. A lady absolutely wanted the car. She bought it from me. She got lots of recommendations to come to me as a dealer because I was honest dealer. She bought the car from me, loved it, but decided she was going to take it down to Toyota to have a 130-point check. And the video was about, you know, if you're buying a 2006 car and you take it Toyota for a check, what you're going to expect because they deal with new cars. But luckily, the car came back as being had glowing review from Toyota, so that was a really good result. You have to apologise the voice a bit today. Good friend's funeral yesterday, and we did enjoy ourselves the right way, the way I wanted to. Anyway, so the car's been out now for about, I'd say, a month. I think it's coming up for a month, and we got a call out straight away, didn't we? After about a week and a bit after it had already been down, no, just before it went to Toyota, to say she went to start it and all the lights came up on the dashboard and there was a squealing noise from the engine bay. So hot-footed it down there to check it out for her. Again, that's in the previous video. Started it several times with no problems whatsoever. She didn't have Bluetooth in there. She just wanted Bluetooth, so I fitted a free Bluetooth receiver for her, so she had that as well. So all good. I mean, this lady's lovely. Don't get me wrong. She's not a horrible person or anything like that. It's just talking about sort of expectations. When somebody sells a car of that age, so what we're talking now, 16, 17 years old, what's a fair expectation for the car and what's an unfair expectation for the car? Well, anyway, he's been on the phone again, guys. As I said, you regular viewers have warned me that this would happen. She's been on the phone again, and what has happened apparently is that the weather's been really bad here in Devon. A few nights ago, we had a very strong winds, really strong winds. It was really going for a bit of a storm. And she tells me that her neighbour had to bring her the cover back from the back of her Toyota RAV4 because it had blown off and gone down the road. Now, she decided to take the car to Toyota again to have this checked out. And Toyota apparently have told her that the clips on it are glued on, have been glued on previously and have come off, and they are not actually holding the wheel cover on properly. Now, I didn't muck about with the wheel cover on it at all. I never actually had the cover off. I've never really played around with these, so I don't really know how they work. She's kind of tried to describe to me what the problem is. I need to really nip by and have a look, but I've ordered this in preparation for it, because if she's telling me the clips are broken, I guess she means these things here. Now, so I'm jumping ahead a little bit slightly. I guess the question is, am I even responsible for that? Now, you guys that watch me regularly know that I tend to try and have the easiest life possible, and I'm pretty soft on the old warranty claims. And as you can see, I have ordered one in. It is the wrong colour. I am going to actually have to spend more money to scuff this up and paint it the right silver for her. But I guess the question I've got for everybody is, am I really responsible for that? There's 2 ways of looking at it, I guess. If it's gone out the door and the cover was glued, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because she was driving it around, I drove it around, and the cover never came off. It took a storm to take it off. It took an act of God to take the cover off. Under normal use, it's absolutely fine. But you could say that it came off because it was faulty, but on a car that age, is that an acceptable fault? The other people might say, well, no, actually, like I say, it was an act of God. It's come off during her ownership. The vehicle's been signed off as Toyota as being a cracking vehicle, mechanically sound. This is a cosmetic thing. You're not responsible for it. So I guess the question is whether I should do it or not is kind of out the window, because I've got the part here, but it's where does it stop? There is a danger if I go ahead and do this, isn't there? That, you know, a switch stops working, or something else cosmetic stops working, and I get a call out again. And let's face it, you cannot, I say this repeatedly, a chap came by to see one of my cars the other day and tried to knock the price down further. He'd already negotiated a discount. He tried to knock the price down further because there was a little crack in the paint at the bottom of the valance, and one of the spotlights had a chip in it. And I said to him, I said, with all due respect, I cannot restore a car to brand new and sell it to you for less than the manufacturer did. It's a used car. It's going to have faults. It's, you know, the key things are, is it mechanically sound? Is it fit for purpose? Is it safe to be on the road? Is it going to get you to work every day? You're going to be able to start it with no knocks and bangs, that kind of thing. Cosmetics, when it comes to used cars, are part and parcel of it. If you decide to take the car away and decide you want to upgrade that to new by buying all these bits and bobs for it, that's totally fine to you. But as a dealer, aren't I really only responsible for it being mechanically sound and fit for purpose? And if all the knobs and switches and buttons and covers are staying on when you view the car and when you test drive the car, and within the first month of owning the car, and even going and getting an independent inspection, if all those things are good, am I really responsible? So yeah, I'll be interested in your thoughts on that as well, because we've got another one. Again, like I say, my channel, if you haven't come across it before, is all about the honest side of car trading, and you know what it really costs to do it properly. A lady took out a Citroen C4 from me. No, it wasn't a C4, it was a DS4, and she's had that. She got it before Christmas. She's come back and said that the mirror has stopped working, auto folding. It still does all of that, but doesn't auto fold. And apparently the rear sensor started telling her that somebody's sitting in the rear seat, and she has to drive with the seatbelt plugged in for it to tell her that there's no one in the rear seat, which is strange, because I thought there were sensors in the base that worked off the weight. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So again, it was a 2012, but it had 130,000 miles on it. Sold it for $2,995. Brand new MOT, serviced. Again, what do you count as me being responsible for in those circumstances? How far do I go with it? Again, that lady's being nice. She's saying, look, if they can't be fixed, they can't be fixed. But at the same time, bringing it by and asking about it means that ideally I'd like it fixed. I have ordered up the wing mirror for her, because I can't be 100% sure whether that did or didn't work when it left the building. I can't remember offhand. I think it probably did, because I have to have all the wing mirrors folded in on the cars to go through. So if one of them was sticking out and wouldn't actually return, then I'd normally notice that. But again, when you get to cars of this age, at this price point, I'm always interested in your feedback. Comment down below. In those two scenarios, so the RAV4 cover, what would you be doing? What do you think? In the wing mirror and the seat base, you know, again, what do you think, especially on cars of that age? I'll be interested to know. Anyway, what else has been going on? Quite a bit. We've had a lot of cars coming in and out. I have been recording that as I go along, so I guess we'll hop to some of that now. So Monday morning, giving the Mercedes a final polish up. I still think this is a bit of a bargain, the century at $2,995. 51,000 miles, remember. It's got a new advisory free MOT on it. We had a service done, and I've just put 3/4 of a tank of fuel in it. All set for our customer to take away, our subscriber, and they're part exchanging an MG3. So we'll see what that's like a bit later on. But yeah, I'll still keep looking at this car and say, I'll let it go cheap, too cheap, I'm sure. There's the Mercedes. It's its way off to London. We've got the MG3 in Part X, which was cleaned fantastically before it got here. I had a little video of it. I got a video myself actually made for me. But obviously it's got dirty coming down from London. But super minty inside. I don't have to do any valeting. Look how clean that is. Massive thanks to Ian, of course, for coming all the way down and doing a deal with me on the Mercedes, and for providing the car so well valeted. Like I say, it's not his fault. Driving from London, the outside's going to get filthy, but the inside is absolutely mint. I love all the red highlights all over it. It looks fantastic. It's a really nice spec one as well. We've got Bluetooth cruise control, is that? Aircon, USB input. Really nice. Really nice. We had one of these before, didn't we? And I was really quite impressed with it. I liked it. These are the 106 horsepower
1.5s. It's immaculate. Immaculate. Got the doody little diamond cut alloys, which all seem in really good condition. I mean, I think, to be honest, best thing to do is give this a clean and get it up for sale straight away. Now, big thing we discussed, Ian and I, about this one was obviously timing chain. So these have got a reputation for doing timing chains after 2015. I think they revised them. This has had a replacement timing chain with the upgraded timing chain kit. That's the big thing that can go with this, and also clutches can go. It's also had a clutch as well. I forget what the exact mileage is on it. I don't think the mileage is high, is it? It's 2015. Got the wrong key. We have got two keys. We've got all the books inside for it. I think it's got a partial history, this one. Oh, my finger out the way. Where's... And what's our mileage? 40,000. It's only got 40,000 miles on it. So nice low mileage. Excuse the radio there. So yeah, 40,000 miles. It's had its timing chain done on it. It's in good nick. It's a nice spec. It's a cracking little first time car. I don't know what the insurance is like for the younger drivers on these, but it'd be an awesome little first time car for someone, wouldn't it? Anyway, we've got to get that cleaned up, because as well as the lady having the Peugeot, one of my neighbours who's been looking for a car for me for a while has come down and seen the Rio while I was with Ian, and he kind of took it for a test drive on his own. I didn't have a chance to chat too much. Came back and said, yeah, I want that, and he was like really keen I want it, because he's missed out on two already where they've sold just while he was having a little think about it. So he's decided he wants the Rio, so I need to get this prepped, cleaned, ready for him, go down and get that tyre done. So we've got both the Rio and the Peugeot to get ready now, and obviously try and get the MG3 done. Still want to get the Cougar done as well. So it's busy, busy, busy. I need to get the stereo done on the Peugeot, don't I? Suddenly the week's got very busy, isn't it? It's only Monday afternoon. Oh, and thanks for leaving me the biscuits, Ian. That's naughty. They're now going to just get eaten up for sure. The no bringing biscuits and cake policy is still fully in action, by the way, if you are popping by. Oh, we need to shout out another subscriber, Mark from Bristol. He watched the video where I was talking about Toyota Camry having a tape deck, and I didn't even have any tapes to try it out on. So he popped one in the post for me. So should we go and give it a quick go? So it's been sat out here for well over a week in the snow. So guess is down below. Will it actually start? Be interesting to see, won't it? Being a Toyota, are we going to say it's going to start? Oh, it's banging, so that means the battery's still good. Excuse the truck. Will it start? Straight away. Got some condensation inside on the glass, but to be expected, isn't it? Right, let's to be expected this age anyway. Let's bung this in and see where we are. Super sounds in the mood. Oh my goodness, what's this going to sound like? Where's the volume? Is it even working? It is! Oh, we had to stop it there obviously for copyright infringement, but the tape deck works and we've got a tape to try it up on us. Thank you ever so much for sending that out to me. Job's a good one. I can listen to that. That sounded a bit country and westerny, doesn't it? So I can listen to that while I drive my beige interior Toyota around. I do actually really like this car. Oh, we most definitely are going to be raffling it too, by the way, guys, but I don't want to start the raffle until I had a chance to machine polish it, paint the spoiler, paint that bit down there, so you get a real idea of what you might be getting, and get it down for MOT as well, of course. Did I lock that? I don't think the remote locking fobs are working, but I haven't put batteries in them yet, to be honest. I don't keep doing it the wrong way. There we go. Hi, James at CG Cars here with another walk around video of one of our sales vehicles, and today we have this fantastic little 2015 MG3. So Honda's just sold, deal on the day. Chap messaged me. He wanted to negotiate what my best price was on Facebook. I gave him a rough idea, you know, with a bit more wiggle room, and he came out and saw it and noticed it had a cracked fog light down the bottom, had some stone chips across the bonnet there, and a little bit, what did he find down here? Found a little bit of cracking paint down there on the corner. He said, I want to get all those things done, so can you knock X amount off? And I said, look, with all the respect in the world, I can't restore a car to brand new for you and charge you less than Honda did. I said, it's a used car, it has some minor blemishes on it, but it's a one owner, full service history that's less than Auto Trader's asking price, that overall is in excellent condition. And he went, okay, I'll have a think about it. I said, okay, I've got to go and ring the chap who wants to see it if you don't have a look at it. Which, you know, I said, because I just want you to be clear that unless a deposit's put down on the vehicle, it's not yours. I just want to be 100% clear about it. So he went, oh, okay. So I wandered back to my computer to find the number of the guy I needed to ring, and in the meantime he walked back in and said he'll have it, he'll do a deal on it. So, but he's a really nice chap. He was a really nice chap, actually. You know, I haven't got a problem with the way he did it all respectfully. He wasn't rude or shirty or anything. He's got a mate who's got a paint shop who's going to touch up the bonnet. He's worried about the stone chips here that could get worse if they're not treated. So I haven't got a problem with that, and to be honest, I'd probably spend a little bit of time, money getting that done myself if I'd had the time, so I didn't mind giving a bit of a discount on it. But yeah, really nice little car. I'll look out for more of those. It went quickly. So yeah, that's gone. Obviously the Peugeot's now sold. The chap's having the Kia Rio off of me as well. So I really do need all my prep stock is pretty much sold out. We've got two little small cars that are now ready. We've got the little MG3 and we've got the Ford Ka. I've got to clean up the Cougar now, get that ready. Phone's ringing again. It's not stopped. These last few days have been absolutely mental.